Welcome guys back to another lecture in our color scheme section. In this one, we're going to be looking at achromatic colors. So like the previous lecture where we talked about what it is and how it is used. So what is it? So achromatic is any color that any chromatic content would be considered achromatic. What I mean by this is that near neutrals of any hue or lightness of brown, tan, pastel, and dark colors, this would all be considered achromatic. But pure achromatic colors are black, white, and all grays. So looking at the image we see on the right, this is pretty much the spectrum of colors that is used for achromatic. So this is no color. And how it's used. Now neutrals are obtained by mixing pure colors with white, black, and all types of gray. Neutral colors can be modified by adjacent saturating colors. See, and black and white combine well with almost every color. Black decreases the saturation or brightness of paired colors, and white shows off the hues and colors. So in order to effectively use this type of color scheme, it's always good to pair it with bright colors or dark colors, depending on which style of achromatic you want to use. So if you want to use dark colors, let's say black or dark gray, a good way to offset this or to balance this well is to use, let's say, a nice bright yellow or a nice red or a nice light green. Those are great for explaining, you're showcasing certain elements of your scene. But if let's say you want to use white or beige or really, a really lighter dark of white, great colors to go along with this would be, example, dark red, dark blue, or maybe even dark green. And that would make sure that the user really focuses on the lighter aspect, so that white would pretty much be your identifier in that certain scene. So one great example I like to use is the game called Limbo for this. And now Limbo, as I've alluded to previously, and I will continue to because it's such a great example of using an achromatic sense. The whole background is basically a dark gray white. And the player is black, the blackest tint of black. And he is the main focus. And throughout the game, different elements of the mechanics that are used are also black, but of lighter tones. So always focusing on the darkest one being the player and his objectives and enemies. And they use an achromatic color scheme in that game. So if ever you want to create a game that basically showcases this type of color scheme, it's always good to know what type of elements you want to showcase first, and then you doing a descending order of using lighter tones for the less important objectives. And that's it, guys, for this little lecture on achromatic colors, and I'll see you guys in the next one.